2K24 rolled out the Pro Play gameplay trailer today, you know what I'm saying? So in the background, if you haven't seen it, this is in the background. You can go check it out. You know, I ain't gonna have the music on because I don't want to be copyrighted. But hey, the most important thing is Mike Wang started talking to us today. He made a video and it's on the 2K channel, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna break it down right here, right now, as well as go over some tweets y'all probably missed. If you're not on Twitter, or if you're on Twitter, you might have missed it and didn't see it. So in the midst of it, I'm gonna timestamp this video about the shooting, the defense, and the finishing, and even the dribbling, and the new takeover system in NBA 2K24. So sit back, you know what I'm saying? This might be a long video, and watch the timestamps if you're looking for a specific part. So let's get to it. Now in the beginning part of his video, he gonna talk about shooting and dribbling. So let's listen to what he got to say. I'm gonna chime in on some parts, and I'm gonna throw in some tweets to make some things clear as well on whatever topic he's talking about. Let's listen up.
What's up everyone? I'm Mike Wang, and I'm the gameplay director for NBA 2K24. Today I'm going to talk to you about the gameplay highlights that are driving the underlying NBA 2K24 experience across all consoles. Let's get started. When it comes to offense, shooting and dribbling are more accessible and intuitive, enabling players of all skill levels to flourish on the court. Players who play on Hall of Fame or comp online games will be playing with green or miss shot timing for the ultimate challenge. But team control modes will see more forgiving shot timing, so you won't have to memorize every single player's release to the exact frame to find success. Post fades and hop shots are also really effective shots for post players, and you can definitely feel the impact of strength and weight as bigger players easily dominate weaker ones on the glass. Shooting has been customized and improved for all various modes, difficulties, and player skill levels. But in order to get high percentage shots, you need to know how to create separation off the dribble.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right there for now. You know what I'm saying? That's the shooting part. I pretty much cut the shooting part up and put them together because that's not the order of the video. You know what I'm saying? He kind of was all over the place in this video, so I tried to make it a little easier. Put the shooting parts with the shooting parts and the finishing parts with the finishing parts, and you know, and so on. So as you heard in that part, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be easier to shoot in like play now and stuff like that, or maybe some type of franchise mode or whatever you use in different players and all that type of stuff. You'll be able to catch on shooting quicker with them than with your own player, because they saying, you know what I'm saying, they give you more grace when playing with different players. But when you playing with one player, they expect you to remember your shot timing and your shot cue. And speaking of all that, I'm finna get into some tweets about all the shooting and all that type of stuff, and then I'm gonna go to the dribbling and the finishing, because y'all saw how he ended off. You know what I'm saying? He was finna start talking about dribbling. But let's see these tweets real quick, and then we're gonna go into the dribbling topic. So as you can see in this first tweet, I'm not gonna read everything, but pretty much the dude asked him, is every shot greenable? You know what I'm saying? Or we still have 4 bars that just miss? And he asked about the green window and all that type of stuff. But anyway, he said yes, every shot that's not 100% smothered is greenable. So basically what Mike Wang is saying, nigga, it could be 99.999% contested. That mug is still greenable. But at the same time, he said it's gonna be very hard to knock down contested shots. You know what I'm saying? On higher difficulty. So I'm hoping this nigga ain't just talking about like my career or something like this. I'm hoping he mean like difficulties as far as like what the difficulty is in like rec, ProAm, park, and all that type of stuff. So yeah, get ready to get shot on sometimes, and don't be mad about it. In his next tweet, he talked about the very late, you know what I'm saying, very early shot timing. You know what I'm saying? Stuff they added in 2K23, except this time, instead of picking the setting of, you know, being early, very early, or late, or very late, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be shot cues that you have to time it off of. So basically what he's saying is, if you wanted to like at the top of your cue of your jump shot, or you know what I'm saying, the start of it, and all that type of stuff. I don't know, this sound kind of, you know, weird, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, we just got to get our hands on the game and find out what's actually gonna be what. So I can't wait to see what this is gonna be like, and hopefully it's a lot better than just that setting of very late and very early and all that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, that ain't much, but let's go into the next tweet. In this one, he talked about the shooting rating. Some people have been asking him what shooting rating is best for them to make shots consistently. Now he say you can be deadly with a 75 3-pointer if you got the skills, but if not, you might just go 1 for 10. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I advise you nigga to pick something in the high to mid 80s. You know what I'm saying? So don't go out there with no 75 3-pointer. That's what Mike Wang say. Since this is a green only game, it's back to the early stages of 2K23 when y'all was out here building clubhouses with 99 3-point shots. So you know what I'm saying? You better you know what I'm saying, be smart with your build, because I know definitely I ain't put no 75 3 on my guy, and I feel like I'm pretty skilled, but I'm smart too at the same time. next tweet. So in this next tweet, he talk about the grades. Now, you know, this year it really didn't even matter, you know what I'm saying, to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying. It kind of felt like the higher grades hurted a lot of people, so a lot of people went for the lower grades. But this year it looks like you want to go for a higher grade, because the higher the grade, especially on defensive immunity, which probably means it's just not going to slow your shot down as much when contested by the defender. You know what I'm saying? You can still pull up with the same shot speed, I guess, and have a better chance of knocking down a contested shot. But anyway, we're going to play around with it. We're going to find us a 4.0 GPA, you know what I'm saying, jump shot. But anyway, next slide. Now in this tweet here, he's talking about the variable shot timing being toned down, which means those 1,001 shot times that we had to deal with, you know what I'm saying, this year, as far as like stopping and shooting, you know what I'm saying? I guess the shots when you get contested, and you know, the shots on the left side is faster than the ones on the right. Y'all know what all them shot timers that they had us going through, and we couldn't figure it out because it was so inconsistent. But him saying this slowed down means they didn't remove it completely from the game. So hopefully that aspect will make it a lot easier to shoot the ball. But anyway, let's head on to the next tweet. Oh yeah, the old school way. Your opponents and teammates won't see your shot meter online in the NBA 2K24. But he said his advice is to turn that shot meter off as soon as you learn your timing, because you get a 20% green window size, increase on your green window size. Now that's crazy. Now I'm pretty sure if you turn that, you know what I'm saying, shot meter off, that 20%, yeah, it's good on the green window, but I guarantee you your miss percentage is gonna be a lot higher too if you don't time it right. So I ain't falling for that, but at the same time, I'm definitely cutting my shot meter off. I ain't even shot with the shot meter in a couple years anyway, so, and I turned it on for like a period of time this year just to try it out. But now I'm definitely gonna learn my jumper early so I can get that 20% increase. I advise you to learn that mug too. Start with 2K23 and start practicing now if you ain't already. And for you folks, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm folks that be watching people shot meter and see that they gonna miss and they gonna cherry pick, ain't no more of that, partner. You gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, but I'm used to it though. I've played on old 2Ks. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have the luxury of watching people shot meter and all that type of stuff. So, no more watching shot meters, guys. Let's go to the next tweet. Now, we heard him talk about, you know what I'm saying, the moving shots, basically. And it says, generally, all advanced shot type spins, step backs got a buff in the mid-range. So, this sounds like it's going to be more so that 2K18 type of play style, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I might have to go back to that 2K18's play style where I was leaning and greening from mid-range, doing my spin jumper. So I'm gonna get in my bag this year. I'm gonna go back to Shot Creator E, you know what I'm saying, this year. And most definitely learn my shot timing at the mid-range and learn how to just do standing shots at the 3-point line. So be expecting me to hit a lot of moving shots this year and going back to my 2K18 ways. And also shout out to them for, you know what I'm saying, nerfing them 3-point fades, because I ain't gonna lie, that was starting to get annoying. I'm pretty sure you're gonna see it go down in every now and then, but I'm pretty sure that mid-range leaning and greening finna be off the chain this year. So hey, don't be expecting people to be leaning and greening in your face. They're gonna be just taking spot ups. So yeah, shout out to Mike Wang for that. But let's go to the next tweet. Okay, in this tweet right here, as you can see, the shot celebrations are back now. Of course, they didn't go completely away, but you had to make 3 greens in a row in order for you to even see your shot celebration. So anything outside of 15 feet, you'll be able to see your Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying, moonwalks, and then you got dang the Dougies, and let me stop sounding old, but your dance moves on your shot celebrations. But anyway, man, that's pretty much the end of these tweets as far as shooting. Now, let's go ahead and look into this finishing stuff. Let's listen up to Mike Wang.
Advanced layups like floaters, reverses, euros, hop steps, and scoops are much more effective this year, and I'd encourage everyone to try out layup timing. It's much more forgiving for high percentage layups and also gives you the ability to finish tough circus layups in traffic if you can master it. For dunkers in New Gen, you can now force rim hangs from any two-hand dunk by simply keeping the sprint trigger held when the dunker grabs the rim. Down on the Pro Stick will give you flashy dunks, and up-down or down-up double throws will let you attempt contact dunks in traffic. You can now branch out of any offensive rebound to a putback attempt by simply pressing the shot button after the catch.
Okay, so we're gonna stop it right there. That's pretty much it for finishing. Now, as much as I want to take his word for that and just not put dunking on my player, you know what I'm saying, try this layup stuff, I feel like niggas still gonna be throwing your stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think I'm gonna put a little dunking on my player just to be on the safe side. Cause last time they talked about the scoop layups and all that type of stuff. It was cool. Not gonna lie, it's effective. But nigga, you still gonna get your stuff thrown. You know, and luckily I just learned how to use the timing of the layups and everything. So, you know, I advise you to try to learn that for these last few weeks, even in 2K23. It's actually pretty easy, especially if you put on Pro Touch. But anyway, man. Let's look at some of these tweets. There's only a few. Shooting probably had the most tweets of all, you know what I'm saying? So it won't be as many tweets with finishing, but let's look into these tweets real quick. Okay, so in this one right here, he said, since no one asked, you can also meter dunk, standing dunks in 2K24. Now that's gonna be crazy. I feel like if you learn how to do that, that's gonna be very OP, especially off of like a rebound attempt, you know what I'm saying? You to rebound the ball and try to go right back up with it. You learn how to meter dunk and you green it every time. I ain't gonna lie, that's probably gonna be hard. That's why he says it's work in progress and it's hard to pull off. But I'm pretty sure once they patch it or, you know, fix it, niggas gonna be abusing it. You heard it here first. And if I make a center, I'm definitely gonna learn how to do it. But let's go ahead and get into the next tweet. So this is the last tweet pretty much about finishing that I got. It says for both the layup and dunk meters, if you have a pretty open lane, green window is much bigger in 2K24, but it shrinks fast the heavier the traffic. And again, on Hall of Fame and competitive online, you have to green dunks to make them. So they trying to make it like shooting, you know what I'm saying, where you have to green everything, you know what I'm saying, which is cool to me because I got tired of niggas late dunking on me and stuff like that and all that type of stuff. And I'm glad, like I said, I learned how to do the layup timing, and I don't know what they gonna consider open. Like if a nigga to my left and I go up with a right scoop layup, is that open? You know what I'm saying? So we'll see all that stuff when the game come out, but that's a good question to ask, but we'll find out. So let's get into these new dribble moves and dribble animations.
One of my favorite elements in NBA 2K24 is the dribble breakdowns. Each player has two versions. Regular breakdowns are done by flicking up on the right analog stick, and aggressive breakdowns are done by flicking up with sprint held. This will initiate a sequence of signature size-up moves that you can use to create separation with on their own, or branch out of at any time for an explosive drive or other dribble move combo. This year features all new signature double crosses, hezi crosses, and escape moves. Another major addition is the blowout dribble. Tapping the sprint trigger while moving will give you a quick burst of speed where the ball handler pushes the ball ahead to get out quickly on the break.
Okay, so pretty much in a nutshell, we're going to have a lot more dribble animations and combos that we could do, you know what I'm saying, which they say every year. So hopefully it'll be a lot more fluid. It won't be too cheesy. I'm pretty sure it's going to be niggas like Steezo that's going to find out the cheese or whatever. But hopefully it'll be a lot more fluid and everything. And if you want to know what he mean by, you know what I'm saying, pushing the ball in front of you on the break, I'm going to leave an example on screen right here. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, Giannis throwing the ball right there in front of his face. You know what I'm saying? Not throwing it in front of his face, but throwing the ball in front of his body. You know what I'm saying? Pushing it up court before he dunked the ball. So yeah, you know, so that's pretty much what he mean by that. I'm pretty sure that's what he mean by what animation is going to be triggering once you tap R2 or RT if you on Xbox. I also found a couple of tweets that had something to do with him talking about dribbling. Let's look into him, probably like two. But as you can see right here, it says try out different breakdown combos. There are 100 to choose from. SIG double crosses are equipable now. Standing snatchback. Well, we already had that in the game. Has changed and is now tied to the SIG step back package. Definitely learn how to use the blowout, which was the move I just showed y'all Giannis was doing. Properly branching, generally way more responsive in 2K24. So basically, you know what I'm saying, he just talked about there's more combo moves you can do, and he's basically saying they're more responsive and realistic. So let's get into this next tweet. Okay, so this is mainly dribbling, but I'm pretty sure this is what a lot of people be looking for. But there will still be some seasonal releases, but the vast majority of gameplay animations will be available on day one. 2K24 also features the largest Yoi SIG animation upgrade we've done in recent memory, thanks to Pro Play. So basically this could go for dunks, shooting, everything, but I just threw this in here since he said SIGs, and mostly people be looking for the dribble SIGs as far as seasonal you know, unlocks and all that type of stuff anyway. So that's why I grouped this in here with the dribble moves and all that type of stuff. So basically most of the SIGs and everything and shots gonna be in the game already, and we probably not gonna have as many to unlock with the seasonal rewards. But anyway, let's get into the next category, which he briefly discusses the adrenaline boost.
Adrenaline boosts are back, but have been redesigned to make both offense and defense more skill-based. On offense, boosts are no longer lost when pulling off dribble combos or moving short distances. This gives dribblers much more freedom to create off the bounce. Losing adrenaline won't feel like moving in mud like last year, but it will heavily impact shooting attributes. So if a good defender can bump the dribbler 2 or 3 times in a single possession, they'll have a really tough time scoring if they do manage to get free.
Okay, with that being said, I kind of don't even know how to feel about it because I really didn't care about moving like I was in mud. I kind of did, but I kind of didn't. But I was just glad it didn't affect my shot. But now knowing it's going to affect my shot, sound like when a nigga bump me too many times, I'm finna just rim run because that's my best bet. But at the same time, I wonder are they going to put amped back in the game or tireless shooter or something like that to help with losing your adrenaline boost and maybe help you with your shooting and stuff like that, you know? So like I said, we won't know about all that until the badges and all that type of stuff come out. So that's pretty much it as far as adrenaline boost. But in this next segment, he's going to talk about the new off-ball animations to get open for shots, dunks, and whatever else you do off-ball. So, hey, let's listen up.
Creating your own shot off the dribble isn't the only way to get good shots. Knowing how to operate away from the ball is just as important. NBA 2K24 features new right analog stick jukes and other quick explosive moves to free yourself up for a shot. Tapping the sprint trigger will also give you a huge burst of speed to find open spots on the floor for spot-up jumpers or easy rim runs for dunks. Along with the changes to adrenaline, counter moves are big in NBA 2K24.
Okay, so that part was pretty quick. Now, I'm pretty sure slippery off ball is going to be very effective this year. It actually was effective last year that we figured out. I just didn't get to make a video on it, but I definitely will make a video on it this year because I'm pretty sure it's going to be effective from what he's saying. You know, if they bring that badge back. I say that gas. Oh, my goodness. But anyway, bring that badge back or whatever. But anyway, for this next segment, he's going to be talking about one of the most important things, which is defense.
Perimeter and paint defense are both more effective and reward players for making good reads. Defensive movement has improved on many fronts, with better responsiveness and less sliding. This helps defenders get where they need to be, and with the improved body-up system, ball handlers will have a tough time getting free against great defenders. The improved contact can also be felt in the paint. Big defensive anchors will have a much easier time putting a body on shooters at the rim and forcing tough shots. Directional steals are also back. You need to reach with the correct hand closest to the ball and avoid reaching across the body to maximize success and avoid foul calls. You can also use directional steals to play passing lanes by flicking the right stick in the correct direction to get your hand in the way and deflect the pass.
Oh man, so basically what he's saying is you lockdowns finna be OP. Like I said in my last video, you know what I'm saying, where I talked about defense and stuff like that, and 99 steals and glove and all that type of stuff was gonna be OP in that badge video. I'm gonna link it at the end of this video. But anyway, like I said in my video, these lockdowns finna be out of hand. Now, I don't know if they're gonna patch them and all that type of stuff. Matter of fact, I do. I feel like at some point they're gonna ruin the game and patch them because, you know what I'm saying, I like a little competition. They do get annoying, but it keeps the game balanced and it keeps people focused. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a lot of niggas making two-way bills, if not just pure locks this year. You know what I'm saying? The way they talking about this defense, the body ups, you know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't gonna lie, the body ups is kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? They knocking your adrenaline boost down when you getting bumped. So what if a nigga bump you 3 times on the perimeter? You can't shoot, then you through. You know what I'm saying? The directional steals ain't nothing new. I remember they used to be in 2K back in the day. You know what I'm saying? You flick the analog to the right, you reach with the right hand, left hand, you know, reach left side, you reach with the left hand, you press down, you swipe down, and you press up. You know what I'm saying? And hold your hands up. That's how it used to be back on like 2K 5, 6, and 7, like them old PS2, PS3 days. You know what I'm saying? So they done brought that back. Oh, I'm definitely finna abuse that. And better paint defense. Who don't want that? Who got tired? Who raise your hand if you got tired of getting dunked on? You know what I'm saying? If you this far into the video, put in the comment section if you got tired of getting dunked on this year. But let's get into some of these defensive tweets. It's only like 2 of them, so let's get through it. So as you see by this tweet right here, lockdowns ain't gonna be the only ones. OPD's rim protectors will too. Paint defense was a major focus and was reported as the biggest gameplay improvement from our external playtest sessions. I think we have a really good balance right now. Now he say that and then mess around trying to patch it, you know what I'm saying? So hey, and the dude asked, was it a buff in the paint defense? Y'all see it, y'all can read. But anyway, so he said he got tired of getting put on the poster too. That's exactly what I just said. So hey, paint defense, hey, the rim protectors finna be a mug this year, man. So I can't wait to see these rim runners beat these new rim protectors and this new rim protecting system they got in the game. So let's get into this last defensive tweet, which is ball saves. It says ball saves, pause, are solid. I thought they were good in 2K23 too. Blocks got a buff in 2K24, but not to 2K22 level. Now I don't really remember how the blocks were in 2K22. I guess they were really good, you know what I'm saying? But hey, The blocks got a buff, and I felt like I was getting a lot of blocks this year. So if they got a buff, nigga, I'm finna be snatch blocking people if I have a lot of on my block rating. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get that silver rim protector again if I can, if I'm able to. So you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you rim protectors, look out now. You know what I'm saying? If you a center, you know, hey, get that block rating up. Let's go to this last category, which he talks about the takeover system.
Takeover returns to NBA 2K24, but with a different spin. Instead of assigning a takeover ability as part of the build process, now you can choose a category of attributes to boost on the fly. When you fill up the takeover meter, you can choose between finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense rebounding, or physicals. If you delay your takeover and fill up double takeover, you can choose 2 different categories of ratings to boost, making you a true threat on both ends of the floor.
All right, so this is a little interesting ad that they did, you know what I'm saying? So no longer we have main or primary, you know what I'm saying, secondary takeovers. We actually got all takeovers, and he said you can pick whatever one you can use during the middle of the game. Now that's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like a lot of work, but I guess we'll see when the game come out how accessible it is during the game and stuff like that. But I got I think a tweet or two where he mentions about takeover. Let's get into it. So basically this Twitter user says, are the takeover perks still in the game? He said yes, but some of the OP ones have been toned down. So I'm pretty sure he's talking about like shooting, you know what I'm saying, ankle breaking shots, maybe. I don't know really what he's talking about, because I feel like all of them are pretty balanced. But it was another tweet I forgot to, you know what I'm saying, add in this video. I don't feel like going to look for it. But he basically said the takeover system is going to help you be a little bit less trash in certain areas. Like he said, if you can't rebound that good, but you decide to put on glass cleaner, you know what I'm saying, as your takeover to choose from, he said you won't be like elite, but you know what I'm saying, you'll be just a little bit better than your trash rating that you have, or something like that, if you a bum in that area, or something like that he put. But anyway, that's pretty much all he said about the takeover system. Also, I don't know if y'all care about this, but he talks about the coaching system, which is like calling plays. So this is actually the last thing we're going to listen to.
2K Smart Play is back, making play calling more accessible for everybody. As you bring the ball up court, an overlay will come up recommending the best play and player for that possession. Tap L1 or the left bumper before crossing half court to run it. And to call your favorite plays, press the directional pad to the left and choose from up to 16 of your preferred actions. You can call anything from full plays to ISOs and give and goes.
So in this last part, I don't think he's really talking about online. He might be, I don't know. It sounds like he's talking more about my career. If it is for online play, it's not really that important to me, long as I can call 2-3 zone, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta get these arrows from pointing to the wrong players and all that type of stuff in ProAm, and maybe even Rick, I guess, I don't know. But hey, that's pretty much it with the play calling, and that's pretty much it with this video, man. If you made it this far in the video, put in the comment section, I made it. That way I know you watched this whole video. But anyway, man, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Check the middle of your screen. In this video right here, I'm gonna be talking about the best badges that I feel like is gonna be overpowered in 2K24, you know what I'm saying, this year. And hey, you know, sound like I was correct about the defensive ones, because these defensive players and these lockdowns and rim protectors, they finna be out of control. But I'm ready for them. So let's get it.